published 10:57 EDT, 15 October 2017. Updated 10:58 EDT, 15 October 2017. These are precarious times for Ronald Koeman. A nervy afternoon on the south coast against Brighton almost ended in defeat, and only a late penalty saved Everton from defeat, but may not save the Dutchman, who is clinging to a job he only took 17 months ago. In the harsh world of the Premier League, there is always at least one manager from the 20 in trouble, and Koeman is that man. He could not hide that fact on the touchline at the Amex Stadium. Ronald Koeman strikes an angry starts after his Everton side are frustrated at Brighton Wayne Rooneys' late penalty salvaged a point for Everton after another disappointing display. Put his hands in his pockets. He crossed his arms. He puts his hands back in his pockets. He crossed them again. He sat back in his seat in the dugout. He was up on his feet again. Back at the edge of the technical area. The hands were back in his pockets. They were crossed again. This was not a relaxed man, this was a man clearly agitated after spending more than £100 million in 8 months and having a squad who are talented individuals but not, at present, fitting together. They are supposed to be challenging for Europe, not scraping a draw against relegation favourites. The nerves played out further in his touchline tit for tat with fourth official Chris Kavanagh. Koeman's first sign of dissatisfaction came in the 22nd minute when Brighton were awarded a free kick for a high foot from Morgan Schneiderlin, right in front of the Dutchman. "Come on," he said to Kavanagh, waggling a diva-esque finger. "No, no, 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 no." The Dutchman can count himself lucky as his £100 million Everton side left it late to share the points. The Dutchman will be left to ponder his future as his seat in the Toffees dugout begins to heat up. Koeman flared up again when Dominic Calvert-Lewin slipped down the left flank and he thought it was a free kick. It wasn't. The arms spread wide when Brighton goalkeeper Matthew Ryan took his time over a goal kick. A blonde bomb never quite exploding, but constantly threatening to. His own players were not immune from it either. Wayne Rooney was tackled fairly on halfway to end a promising Everton break and Koeman looked to the ground and grimaced. Idrissa Gueye gave the ball away to Solly March in front of Everton's penalty area and Koeman turned his head away in disgust. Koeman fiddled with his tie knot a little. He needed some breathing space and Brighton were not providing it. The bigger calls produced mixed results. The recently European Ashley Williams was out, Wayne Rooney was back in. His patience ran thin as he watched his side trail at the Amex Stadium on Saturday. Koeman opted for Michael Keane and Phil Jagielka as his central defensive partnership 2 days after saying he would not take Williams out of the firing line. It largely worked, although the defending preceding Anthony Knockaert's opener in the 82nd minute was abysmal. Overall, Brighton were reduced to minimal chances, and a leaping block from Keane prevented Lewis Dunk scoring a rebound. Ronald Koeman spent over £100 million on his Everton squad during the summer. The Toffees have managed just 2 wins from their first 8 Premier League games. Everton are yet to win away from home, taking just 2 points from a possible 12. Koeman has watched his side fail to score on 5 occasions this season. Rooney, booed with every touch by Brighton's supporters, started as the main striker. He had an average game. Often isolated, lacking support and service, too frequently losing the ball when Everton needed it held up. On 68 minutes Oumar Niasse came on up front and Rooney pulled right. The 31-year-old was forced to play more defensively. He went to ground on the right of his own penalty area. Nothing was given. Brighton almost scored. He did score the penalty. "You're getting sacked in the morning," the Brighton supporter sang. Like Brighton and Everton, they may have a point. The Goodison Park bosses. Dismissed from the Amex as the Brighton supporters give their opinions on Koeman's performance. "You're getting sacked in the morning,"